Hello guys, and welcome to episode 18 of my Armored Fury campaign in WARNO, playing on the PACT side. Previously, we continued our attacks on the right flank, as we managed to break down a number of units here, including the Dragoons, so we took out all of the armor, and now we just have some more attacks to make. We've got the 1st Battalion of the 62nd Guards ready to go again, and we've also got the 2nd Battalion of the 62nd Guards that we can bring up, as well as the 1st Battalion of the 63rd. So probably going to shift back the 3rd Battalion 61st. We can bring up the 1st Battalion of the 63rd, and we're going to make an attack like that. And then I'm going to leave the 2nd Battalion of the 62nd to come up afterwards because they have the most action points. So let's select the VKK here. And that's basically the only thing we can attack. So we will probably auto-resolve this one, actually, because I don't think they're going to reinforce that. That should be a simple victory. We lost 1 infantry unit. Okay. And then we can come all the way up here, as you can see, with the tank unit. And this will probably be a battle that gets played. So who do I want to destroy is the question. I can attack the VKK, or I can hit the 1st Staffordshire. I think the 1st Staffordshire would be a good unit to hit. They don't have any Milans left. They would be reinforced by the Pioneer Battalion. Let's just check those. Pretty sure they don't have anything either. And the Queen's Dragoon Guards. So the Queen's Dragoon Guards is just scimitars and a Gazelle rocket. I think this is a pretty good battle for us. If I take the fight here, they should, I think, reinforce. And it will be just a matter of running them down. I will have to be careful of close range AT from things like the rifles. Although these are still only armored rifles for the most part. So they only have the Law instead of the Law 90. So, yeah, should be good. Or is it the Law 80? Either way, the one that does a lot of pen. Let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. Did they reinforce? Please tell me they did. Thank you. Okay, good. They actually brought in some artillery. Interesting. All right, well, that's even more stuff to kill. The crucial thing is not to lose the BRM. Without the BRM, we are very blind, and that would suck. So we can actually use BMP2s quite well in this battle. I'm not going to that much initially. I might use some Monostraki to take the town. But otherwise, we're going to stack up a load of T-80s with the BRM. We'll have the recon infantry head to the town, probably with the leader as well. And then we'll back that up with like 3 units of Monostraki, or 2 units, because I can only afford 2. That's fine. We can also bring the machine guns with those. That's a good idea. Alright, let's go. I didn't give my T-80s any orders. Let's just get them on the roll. And we'll just have the T-80 BK and the BRM on follow orders. Yeah, so the idea will be to pretty much just create a line of T-80s and run down the enemy, because they won't really be able to stop it. There's nothing for them to deal with it, unless I get too close for comfort, really. That scimitar could be a problem, actually. Let's make sure I bring a tank this way. Maybe not the leader. Once we get one of these T-80s to this tree line, we can have that go hunt down the scimitar. But individually, these tanks will be able to deal with most things, again, as long as they just don't get too close. I'm just going to purposefully cut across here so that we don't get too close to their autocannons. We just want to get the leader into the sector ASAP, so we're not bleeding out too much on conquest score.
На связи.
And what I should do is probably just like drive almost straight towards the spawn. Now ammo could be a problem, actually, now I think about it. So let's get the URLs in ASAP.
Жду новых указаний.
We're going to unload the Casualty. I want to send the BMP 1P over here.
Готов.
Provide some optics.
Оттуда пешком. По местам.
Alright, off we go.
Давно хотел посетить так страну. Враг перед. Караул в ружье. Хорошо горит. Жду ваших указаний. Нас заметили. Хорошо горит. Одним империалистом меньше. Экипаж танка к бою готов.
Scout. Need to make sure that front armor's facing there.
Товарищ командир.
We'll just give these attack move orders now.
Буржуй. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
The NSVs are doing a good job against the Scimitar.
Вперед! Еще бы чуть-чуть! Красная армия всех сильней.
Oh, I didn't think they had any rifles with the lower 80s.
Товарищ командир.
Well, apparently they do. They're only going to have a couple of them.
Одним империалистом меньше. Заводи мотор. Так держать, бойцы!
So we're going to get a bunch more tanks to join us on the left side, and we're going to push through there
Вся броня. Цель
and try and get
обнаружена.
towards the left side spawn, like we've done before.
Громко и четко. Жду новых указаний. У нас потери. Товарищ командир, движение начал. Хорошо горит. Торможу. Жду ваших указаний.
Well, we'll get those T-80s fixed up. Let's just turn off fuel because we need to preserve that supply because it will run out.
На связи. Вперед! Ищем
These
цель.
T-80s could push up. T-80 can be followed by the recon.
Караул в ружье. Полная боевая готовность. Хорошо горит. За мной! Хорошо
Gonna bring up
горит.
some more BMPs.
Тормози. Мы здесь подождем. Хорошо горит.
I think my biggest concern here is legitimately running out of ammo. Because taking out 180 morale worth of units is a lot.
Проверка связи. Прием.
So what I need to do really
Заводчик.
is get to the spawn ASAP so I can kill them in the transports. That way I don't have to fire like more than one shot for each infantry unit.
Громко и четко. Подтверждаем, цель уничтожена. Выше нас только звезды. Молодец, наводчик. Достанем их из-под земли. Война войной, а обед по расписанию. Новый рейс. Молодец, наводчик. Движение начал.
Okay, if we're close enough for the machine guns, and that's good. Let's just make sure that we start driving up here ASAP.
Хорошо горит. По местам. Жми назад. Молодец, наводчик. Второй взвод готов. оказаться там первыми! Громко и четко! Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Товарищ командир! Вперед! Ищем цели! Проверка связи! Прием! Торможу! Молодец, наводчик! Проверить снаряжение! Короткими перебежками! Ну, поехали! По местам!
We do have pioneers with the Carl Gustav. The Carl Gustav does have 16 pen at 750 meter range, so we do have to respect that.
По дороге будет намного быстрее. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Жду ваших указаний. Хорошо горит. Товарищ командир?
I don't really like wasting shots on these unis, but I can't really help it. I guess I could turn off like firing at empty transports, which you can do if you use these engagement rules down here. You can click this one, I think, and you can change it to never transports, and then it won't fire at units that are empty, basically. For this, I could do that. Just to save ammo. Ooh. Okay, gotta respect the artillery. Where's that coming from? Over here? Okay, sure thing. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but we could maybe unload some Monostraki and have them go for a walk. Driving the BMP through there is a bad idea. Good. Our artillery is relentless, though. Alright, these are getting low on ammo.
Проверка связи. Прием.
Gotta keep the BRM alive. T-80's actually out of ammo there. It's awkward.
Товарищ командир, танки грязи не боятся. Товарищ командир. Болванка в танк ударила! Торможу! Движение начал! Давай назад!
All of these can just fall back to this Ural. I'm gonna have the BMPs kind of travel in that direction. I'm not too concerned if they die, but it'd be faster than the Monostraki. I'm going to need another BMP too. I need to sort of spread the BMP2s a little bit amongst the T-80s for if any of the T-80s run out of ammo while I'm not looking. Because at least they have the... Oh, that's already used up that, wow. Okay, well this one's not firing for the rest of this battle. But this is what I need to be able to kill the transports before they unload, because that way it's only taking like one shot, maybe two, because they're firing at the same target sometimes. We just got to keep reinforcing that.
Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост. По вашему приказу взвод построен. Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Kind of low on fuel as well.
К бою готов. По местам. Танки, грязи не
I'm
боятся.
gonna have a couple of these sort of move to this land spawn.
Громко и четко. Танки, грязи не боятся. К бою готов. В боевой порядок. К бою готов. Торможу.
You still technically have the NSVT
Будет намного быстрее.
on these tanks if I need it. I also should bring out the Grozdikas. We can use them actually to counter battery. That would be the best idea for those. And then we can just put them on fire at will to help pick off some of the infantry.
Орудие готово, командир. Да, командир.
Let's bring them up
Наводчик.
pretty close. Maybe I'll move the mix this BMP, and we'll have a bit better accuracy because of the veterancy.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Молодец, наводчик.
Good.
Молодец, наводчик. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Хорошо горит.
All seems well. Monostraki just needs to stay out of the way of that artillery.
Молодец, наводчик. Меняю позицию. Отбой.
This T80 is out of ammo.
Приготовиться к бою. Второй взвод. По местам. Выполнению боевой задачи готов. Так точно, товарищ командир. Проверка связи. Движение на горизонте.
We're getting there.
Готовы вдарить, товарищ командир.
I could bring up the Tunguska to kill infantry, to be honest, but I don't want it to die to the warriors. Although there's probably not going to be that many warriors left at this point.
Боекомплекта больше нет. Проверить снаряжение. Молодец, наводчик. Еще чуть-чуть. На связи. Молодец, наводчик. К бою готов. Хорошо горит.
I do have it on
Прямое попадание.
never transports.
Молодец, наводчик.
We'll put it on passengers. Maybe I need it on passengers. That way it only fires if there's passengers.
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Хорошо горит. Болванка в танк ударила.
Okay.
Громко и четко. Молодец, наводчик. Готов к бою. Понял. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Громко и четко.
That's just supply.
Так точно,
And I
товарищ
kind of want to
командир.
capture it.
Так точно, товарищ командир.
Give me that supply.
Обнаружен fresh delivery en route. Задним ходом марш! Выполнению боевой задачи готов. Всем залечь. Молодец, наводчик. По местам. Молодец.
Hold your fire, boys.
Вступаю в бой.
They're giving us more supply.
Хорошо горит.
Stop it.
Танки грязи не боятся. Жду новых указаний. Жду ваших указаний. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
Logistikkommando steht zu Ihrer Verfügung.
Торможу.
Yes.
Los, die warten schon auf.
Экипаж танка к бою готов.
They're gonna get stuck. Let's just we'll drive them off the road there.
Приготовиться к бою.
Because that road is littered with destroyed vehicles. It looks like an entire convoy has just been wiped out on the road. Absolutely brutal.
К бою готов.
Right, the BMPs are almost at the artillery, so I'm going to save my artillery. Looks like that was just our boats.
Я броня. Цель
Get another one
обнаружена.
here somewhere.
Молодец, наводчик.
Let's try and run away.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Хватит сидеть. Вам что, заняться нечем? Так точно, товарищ командир. Готов. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Хорошо, горит. Жду ваших указаний. Жду новых
Actually, there should be
указаний.
quite a lot of scimitars around the place.
Штаб развернут.
They're not bringing in any more units,
К выполнению боевой задачи готов.
interestingly.
Transportkommando bereit. Verstanden.
Товарищ командир,
At least not on this side.
на связи.
Wir können Ihre Truppen auffrischen.
It'd be really cool if you could permanently capture supply trucks, like add them to your roster. Shame that you can't do that.
К бою готов. Еще бы чуть-чуть. Проверка связи. Прием, понял.
Another one there somewhere.
Отбой. Хватит сидеть. Вам что, заняться нечем? По вашему приказу взвод построен. Экипаж танка к бою готов. Орудия готовы, командир.
I may be forced to just capture center and win that way.
Противник на связи.
Oh, there's a rifle leader in there.
Слушаю, товарищ командир.
Because I don't think there's maybe enough stuff on the map
О контактах докладывать.
for me to win this way.
Молодец, наводчик. По местам.
Oh, nice.
Motor an und dann los.
Free supply.
Logistikkommando steht zu Ihrer Verfügung.
Жду ваших указаний. Торможу. Хорошо, горит. По местам. Так точно,
There was a
товарищ
big
командир.
group of infantry here somewhere. I don't know if I killed those.
День твой последний приходит. Буржуй. Шире шаг. Давно хотел посетить Канцлера. Я броня. Служу Советскому Союзу. Move where awaited. Товарищ командир. За рог! Обнаружен противник. Проверить снаряжение. Приготовиться к бою. Готов к бою. Так, отделение. Проверить снаряжение. У нас потери. Так держать,
Fair
бойцы.
enough.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Я ранен. Понял. Меняю позицию. Огонь. Торможу. Царица
Don't want to
болит
stroke
службы.
your life, it's important.
Обнаружен
Oh
базы
no,
близко.
we found my NSVs.
Проверить снаряжение. Кажется,
Alright, we gotta slow things down a little bit here.
Жду новых указаний. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности.
I'll push the leader into the sector at least.
Громко и четко. Всем залечь. По местам. Так точно, товарищ командир.
What do you need, Captain? Full throttle.
Кажется, нам конец. Второй взвод. Выдвигаемся. Я ранен.
I don't know if I'm going to get that away.
Разговорчики в строю.
I think he's going to just kind of run towards the BMP-2s, I think.
Артиллерия ждет приказа. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Хорошо, Гарри. Сделаем, товарищ командир.
It's probably only going to be a major victory because they've already got 400 conquest points, but like at the end of the day, like we've killed most of their units. It's just a matter of like where are the rest of them, and I don't really have the infantry to go scouring through these trees, so we're just going to have to hold where we are.
Еще чуть-чуть, На связи. Сдаем назад. Аккуратно. Еще один готов.
Yeah.
Ждем целеуказаний. Экипаж танка к бою. Так точно, товарищ командир. Есть цель, командир. Так точно, товарищ
Okay.
командир.
Careful, enemies nearby.
Хорошо, Гарри. Может, бахнем?
Well, maybe we can get the kills. If they start bringing the abbots, we'll be alright.
Хорошо, Гарри.
Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich.
Хорошо, Гарри.
Careful, enemies nearby.
Хорошо, Гарри.
Careful, enemies nearby.
Подтверждаю цель разведки. Хорошо, Гарри.
Careful, enemies nearby.
Делал его. Боекомплекта больше нет.
Careful, enemies nearby.
Еще бы чуть-чуть. Хорошо, Гарри.
Yeah, we're just wiping out all those
Молодец,
abbots now.
заводчик.
That's good. Oh, how did I bump into a random pioneer there?
Хорошо, Гарри.
Savage.
Молодец, заводчик.
I wonder if there's enough left for me to kill them. It's a shame because we're going to run out of time.
Хорошо, Гарри.
Okay. Well, wasn't so bad. 173 kills, 2 losses. Like, surely that's just going to obliterate everything that got involved in that battle. Such a turkey shoot for the T-80s. Well, it certainly destroyed the unit we attacked, the Staffordshire. I don't know if it killed the artillery unit. Alas. Job done. All of our units have moved, basically. So, yeah. That's that. I'm just going to shift them here so they can't get attacked directly. And that's more or less it. These can all defend each other. We got people to defend each other there. All of our reinforcements have come up, which means we have no more scheduled reinforcements. We're not attacking here because of fatigue. So, yeah, cool. Let's have a look at the casualties, and then we'll move on to the next turn. So, our casualties. We have lost no battalions, 592 soldiers, 17 artillery pieces, 169 tanks, 6 aircraft, 7 helicopters, and 95 support units. And NATO side has lost 33 battalions, 8,855 soldiers, 190 artillery units, 1,014 tanks, 14 aircraft, 99 helicopters, and 2,397 support units. The difference in tanks is actually quite astounding, 169 to 1,014. Now, in theory, yeah, like warriors and martyrs and stuff count as tanks, so that is a little bit inflated. But yeah, great stuff so far. We've destroyed 75% of their tanks and 42% of their battalions. That means we still have quite a few battalions to go. I feel like I've destroyed a lot already. Like a lot of our campaign scorers because of that. Alas, let's move on to the next turn. See what happens. Okay, they didn't attack. They did kind of bolster the front line in the center. And they've also brought up some fresh units over here. So the Korb, whatever that means. Arnhem, Burma, Chindits, Som. Interesting names. And then the Anglian Regiment. So those are all fresh. They did also bring forward the Green Howards, which is an airmobile unit. I actually have Chinooks with ATMP Milans in them. That's going to be a fun one to engage. All right, let's see how we get on. So this left side, it's interesting because our fatigue is very bad. Well, I guess we're like 3 out of 8 fatigue now there. These are still all like 6 out of 8 fatigue. Fatigue is a problem, like pushing to Hanover. It really is. Trying to think, like, these are going to be fresh, so maybe honestly these all coming up here is probably the best bet for us, because they're all going to be nice and fresh. They're going to be able to just push through immediately once they reach the front line. We'll just shift all of those up. Just got to manage this. So I think using the Rozvedka is important here because they have well, they're basically completely fresh. So if I prepare an attack like so, I kind of want some tanks here because of the Royal Hussars. I don't think they're actually going to engage this though, because I can bring way too much stuff. So whilst it says it's a draw, if I were to like full commit, it's a major victory, right? So the AI is going to presume that it will be a major victory, and therefore I feel like I don't need to go all in on this. Maybe I don't even need the MRS. We just auto resolve it like that. Should be a total attacking victory. Yeah, good. Okay. And then we'll do a similar attack here, although this one will actually need to defend with or attack. Actually, again, is it going to be another technical major victory? Looks like it. Yeah. Let's just do this and then auto resolve that.
Keep an eye on them. Q3, go ahead. Roger.
Good. So these guys are 7 out of 8 fatigue now. Kind of rough. I'll move these guys forwards. They can fall back. These are also 6 out of 8 fatigue, but we'll just shift them up. And my Rozvedka Italian can kind of just sneak in there. There's not going to be too many attacks to make. Again, it's another situation where it's going to be like minor victory plus artillery plus aircraft. It's going to be a total victory. So we could maybe take this 1v1. Because the Green Howards, let's have a look. They've got gazelles with javelins in them. Right? As long as I don't like land them early, not really going to be much that can kill my helicopters. The Lynxes can't engage my units very well. I guess like the Lynx H1s have door gunners, but they're not going to be that effective. I think those gazelles actually have the LBH1s, maybe have machine guns on them. I will have to be a little bit cautious of that. But my helicopter unit, let's see. We've got the Escordne, which has some R60s. We can use the MI8s with the gun pods on them. And then if we use, yeah, like the Yak-B Mi-24s, we should be fine. I could even bring like the Mi-24Ks would be the way to do it, actually, because they have both of those guns. They've got the Yak-B and the twin 30 on them. So thinking that would be a better battle to do. And then even if they were reinforced, what they reinforced by? Those would be Rapier FSAs and Javelin LMLs. That could be a little bit awkward. We should probably bring some stuff on the ground just in case. Just don't know what it's going to be. I mean, this tank unit is pretty fine, actually. It's very weak, but it should be alright. Tactical battle? Yeah, it's going to be just helicopters. So, what we can do, as I mentioned, is we can run escortnes. So we'll run escortnes like that. We'll run plenty of Mi-24 recons. We will need to actually cap a sector, so I'll bring a Tunguska or two, and those can kind of just wander up to the objectives.
Товарищ командир?
What's the last two gonna be? Probably could use some supply. So let's just bring up some supply. And then I think Mi-8 MTs is a way to go. Yeah.
К вашим услугам.
Okay, so we're just gonna attack these towards the spawns.
Смена полетного задания. Готов.
And that should be fine. This is a really interesting battle. I haven't played a battle like this in a while. Like a sort of like a straight shot, really, as long as they don't unload javelins. I'm just going to shift forwards the supply as well for the time being. Here they come. We've got to kind of kill them before they unload. And if they do unload, we're going to rocket those boys ASAP. Yeah, they did unload a lot of their stuff, which is not good. May not be so straightforward. Yeah, so there's like a javelin in the middle there that unloaded. That was a pretty brutal start, to be honest. Yeah, Mr. Mi-24 can chill on that spawn. Yeah, I'll bring in some stuff in.
Частоту РМ изменил. Полет продолжаю. Делал его. Весь во внимании.
Okay. Move this one to the spawn over here. That's got more AA. Let's just shift in this direction. It's just flames everywhere. All these Chinooks have just got obliterated.
значит победить. Огонь на поражение. Без шума и пыли. Летающая БМП на связи. Враг в поле зрения. Боеприпасы закончены. Пошел, пошел, пошел!
We gotta respect the machine gun, actually.
По нам ведут сильный огонь. Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост. Вот так и не понял, что это было. Враг в поле зрения.
Oh, there it is. Victory! A total victory in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. That might be the first battle, or the fastest battle I ever had.
Tally 2.
Nice. Showing helicopter dominance right there. Well, yeah. The thing is with this battle, on these battles, is that there may be a situation where I actually want as much stuff as possible to join, right? So we purposefully like move stuff away so that we can get the most value out of our fatigue, because like in a situation like that, obviously it's like a very easy battle to win. I was just thinking maybe I do want the rest of the units to join, so there's just more stuff to kill in one battle, and that would be more efficient. I do have the Okrani here. We got the Dasam. They're nice and fresh, so they can actually probably move in for attacks this turn. They will have artillery support. We don't have to worry too much about tanks, so an infantry on infantry engagement is okay. So we could attack like the 3rd Battalion of the Royal Anglian, for example, and that would probably bring in this light infantry and the 1st Battalion of the Royal Anglian to engage my airborne forces. Yeah, that could be a fun fight. In the middle, fatigue is looking like we can push like 1 or 2 more battles. So that's fine. And then on the right side, the fatigue's looking fine. So, and there's not really too much more for us to destroy here. So we can break through this, push up this road towards Hanover. And that will be a nice flanking opportunity. All right. Well, unfortunately, guys, it has been my time, so I can leave it there. But yeah, next time around, we'll push up with the Okrani and the Desan, and we'll push more of these units out of the way. That's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.